Wes Lee here with another edition of the Mesonet Weather Report. It has been several days since a good soaking rain has occurred statewide in Oklahoma. The 7-day rainfall map from midweek does show a little rain, but most of it fell before the 1st of December. The heaviest rain fell in the southeast with over 3-inch total seen in McCurtain County. Getting any rain in the wintertime is a blessing, as it is usually the driest time of year in the state. Looking at this 30-year average rainfall map, you can see the wettest months are in the spring. That include April, May, and June. And the driest months are the winter months of December, January, and February. Fortunately, our shallow soil moisture levels are still holding on pretty good in all areas of the state except Texas and Cimarron counties. This map is the 4-inch fractional water index, which is shown on a scale of 0 to 1, where 0 is as dry as the sensor can read and 1 as wet as it can read. 0 numbers and red colors in the panhandle show just how dry it really is in that area. Looking deeper in the soil, down to 24 inches, shows about half of the state is still in need of a significant slow soaking rain. Now here's Gary with a more detailed look at these droughty areas.
Good morning, everybody. You'll remember last time I told you I hoped the rain that fell after I filmed would help us on the drought monitor. It looks like it did a little bit. Let's go straight to the map and see where we are. Well, it's good and bad news. We did shrink that area of long-term drought up in north central Oklahoma, over into northeastern Oklahoma. Shaved a little bit of the western edge of that off. We still have a little bit of severe to extreme drought up in that region, especially in Osage County. Unfortunately, we added some additional unusually dry or abnormally dry conditions out in the Panhandle and northwest Oklahoma, so I can show you why in a little bit. And then, of course, we do have that large area of drought still across the southwestern and south central portions of the state. Let's just take a look at another growing dry spell. It seems to happen almost every fall. It's becoming a normal thing. The western and central panhandle now above 2 months with very little rainfall. Also extending that down into southwestern Oklahoma, up above a month, about a month and a half now. And also across much of central Oklahoma, we're about up to 2 weeks. So again, we get a little bit of rain in certain parts of the state, other parts miss out, and then we get a growing dry spell, and here we go once again. The dryness definitely shows up on that 30-day map. It's not supposed to rain a lot or snow a lot this time of year, but unfortunately this is a little bit less than what we would expect. A good rains up in north central Oklahoma, and also snows that added to that moisture, also down in far southeastern Oklahoma, but by and large less than 1 inch of rainfall over much of the state, or close to 1 inch, simply not enough to keep us out of drought conditions. That shows up better on the percent of normal rainfall map. Just look at the oranges, the yellows, the reds. Those are areas with generally less than 50% of normal rainfall for this last 30-day period. But then we see that good moisture up in north central Oklahoma that aided the drought in that region. We just need that to spread over a little bit more of the state, however. The medium range outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center do give us a bit of hope. We do see greatly increased odds of above normal precipitation, especially across central over into western Oklahoma and the eastern panhandle. But in the entire state's in that tilted odds toward wetter than normal, at least for the next week after this week. So let's hope that this comes true and we get some actually good statewide moisture this time. So it's not a good time of the year to get big time rains or snows, but those would certainly be welcome, get us in a little bit better situation in those areas of the state with that growing dry spell. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.